Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Sudden Wealth. I hope you're having a wonderful day and that you are preparing for something special over the weekend. After all, it's summer in the Northern Hemisphere, so we should all take advantage of it. If you do enjoy my content, please consider dropping that like and subscribe. It greatly helps the channel, and of course, the message gets delivered to more people. Now, what is my strategy for this cycle? A bit more in detail with my retirement bags and my lottery kind of small place looking for a Pepe or something like that. So with the lottery plays, they have a specific set of rules. So I will always try to, depending on the project in itself, I'll always try to get some profit, at least the principal plus profit at around 5 to 8x. If it goes that far, maybe if I don't see it likely, I'll take it at 3x, and I'll let the rest to run in case I get positively surprised. Now for the retirement packs, I'm 100% in altcoins, so not on Bitcoin or Ethereum. However, those two play a major role, as everyone knows, in the market. So with the Blackrock Bitcoin ETF, which to me it's guaranteed that's going to come out, as well as a few others should follow, to me it depends a lot on the timing of when it is coming out. So for example, if you see Bitcoin going to 40, 50k, and then the news of the approval and let's say a 2-month window for the ETF to come out happens, it will be in any case a huge buy the rumor and sell the news event, as well as the Bitcoin halving is always. If it actually happens before the halving or around the halving, I do see some possibilities that we're going to have a new all-time high still in 2025. If it comes later in the year of 2024 or early 2025, I do think that's going to mark the top. Now, what happens after typically? So let's go back in history. Let's say what happens typically around the Bitcoin halving. So you have the Bitcoin halving, and between a year and a year and a half, depends on the cycles, you have the altcoin season, because I'm in altcoins, that's the one that I care the most. So usually what happens is Bitcoin tops, Ethereum tops a little bit afterwards, the altcoins have a huge last euphoric run, and then everything crashes, as you know. Why does it crash? I don't know. There's something in the stock market. There is, I don't know, bankruptcy of a major company of something, you name it, and then you start to have the negative news. Every crypto article is terrible. Crypto is a scam. Crypto is going to zero. Crypto is finished. This time, that's it. More regulations going to come. These guys go bankrupt. Those guys go bankrupt. Those guys go bankrupt. And then you have the bottom of the bear market, where basically everyone is saying, I will never touch crypto again. That was, by the way, a few famous people said that right after FTX collapsed, which was the bottom. But what I'm trying to say is, if I do see, if let's say the cycle plays normally, then the halving I think is in March, April 2024. Then after March 2025, I start selling part of my retirement packs. So I start to DCA out, basically. Now, what happens if Bitcoin is approaching 50k, and then there's the news of the Blackrock ETF, and Bitcoin shot to 80, 90, 97, 92, 93. I would consider, and I'm considering, moving 50% of my coins into stable coins. Why? Because everyone is looking at the 100k level. So everyone is thinking 100K, 100K, 100K. And when everyone is thinking something like that, most likely it's not going to happen. Now, will I sell it exactly on the day? No. So I'm going to expect that Bitcoin gets close to 100K and there's a big sell-off. Most people will think, it's just a pullback before we shot through the 100K. So what you're going to see, in my opinion, this is true for the other markets, is that you're going to see a huge ramp up on the altcoin. So I think you're going to have like an altcoin season during that period, right before the 100K. Before we try to go there, we failed, we come down, and everyone is piling on altcoins because everyone thinks that it's going to go to 100K. In that period, in that altcoin season, I will start to DCA out at least half my bag. Why? Because although we can still have a bull market in 2025, there is still the probability that we won't. So in case that we do, so let's say we drop from 90K to 60K, and then we start to go up. Did I miss much? No, I still have half my portfolio in the market. I have half de-risked, and then I just need to wait on my coins that they go down 30-40% because they are more volatile, and I will just get in again. The other scenario, which is the one that I would love still in the previous scenario. If it drops, let's say from 95K all the way to 40K or so, then I will start selling the rest of my cryptos, because then I do think we had a top and people will be so disappointed because we didn't even break 100K. I do think even Bitcoin maxis are going to go crazy. So then I'm going to wait for the blood again. I want to see people capitulating. I want to see Michael Saylor. It doesn't need to be Michael Saylor himself, but people like him giving up on crypto. I want to see some major exchanges going bankrupt. I want to see whatever the meme of the moment is going to be going to dropping like a stone. And then I will start to DCA in. Now, the third scenario, which would be the one that made me more the happiest, is that the ETF comes out around beginning of 2024 or so. We have the big sell the news event, as it is expected, and then we start going up. We maybe go from, 60 to 35, 40K, and then we start going up, and Bitcoin goes to whatever people were saying before, 140, 250K, whatever. My God, I love it. Whatever it is, I love it. But what I'm trying to prepare myself is, how can I ensure that I'm going to make, if not generational wealth, close to it in my base case. So my base case being that we go close to 100K, but we don't get there. Maybe we stay at 95, 96, and we don't go higher than that. So the way that I can deal with it is by basically, if I have accumulated enough during the depression areas, hopefully by the time we get to this moment, I have enough in which I can start de-risking and basically start getting out. So my plan is, I have these very clear scenarios in my head, the three scenarios, let's say the same as so in summary, the same as the other cycles, halving in 2024, 1 year to 1 year and a half later, altcoin season, altcoin top, basically, and no ETF. Second scenario, ETF, but we never get to 100K, and the ETF comes around late 2024, beginning 2025. Or we have the third scenario, ETF comes around the halving, we do stop at 40-45K and we don't go lower than that. If we do go lower than that, then scenario 2 becomes in play again. So, but we don't go below 40 and 45K, and we still ramp up all the way to 180K. In that scenario, I will be de-risking when we get to April 2025. I'm gonna try to find the reason for the crypto market to drop. I don't know what's gonna be. Maybe something to this nature. A new crypto company will be developed, and this will revolutionize completely the world. And then everyone gets super hyped with it, and oh yeah, my God, this is gonna. And the day that it launches, boom, that's the top. Just like Coinbase, April 2021, like the CME futures, December 2017. So I'm looking for those kind of signals. So I will need to adjust my so to me 2023, whatever happens, is an accumulation year. 2022 was also an accumulation year, so that part has not changed. 2024, I need to evaluate depending on how things what is happening, right? And if people can tell you, oh yeah, it's gonna be the super cycle and things, my God, I really hope so. I would be extremely happy if we have like some sort of super cycle and we have old school Bitcoin gains, Bitcoin 600,000, flips gold in market cap. I'm all in favor of it, believe me, but I also have my strategy prepared for the three scenarios, and then I just need to adjust it depending on how the market is developing, how these things are happening, how much euphoria there is in the market, so on and so forth. So, but thank you very much, guys, for your attention. Sorry for a bit of a longer video, but I do think it's important to clearly state the strategy, and I will catch you in the next one. Just one final point. I didn't even mention any single coin, but in any case, it's not financial advice, okay? So I'm just telling you what I'm planning to do, how I'm envisioning this cycle, which can be the last one. 4th generation wealth doesn't mean that crypto will never go up again. That's not what it means. But the ones with 1000x, 500x, maybe it's the last one. We'll see. So thank you very much, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.